those same Israelites, okay, who have made what? A covenant with the wicked, a covenant with the heathen that are round about, instead of keeping that covenant with their heavenly Father and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. And because of it, they're going to suffer much sorrow. Okay? It's not the sorrow that you're going to have from departing from the heathen. It's the sorrow that you're going to get from making a covenant and joining with them.
It's back in 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 24 from the top. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
So our people, 2/3, they won't be spared. They won't have an excuse. They won't have a covering. They won't get a pardon in that day. In the days to come, the weeping and gnashing of teeth. During that time of judgment, our people ain't gonna have no covering. They ain't gonna be able to say nothing that's gonna convince the Heavenly Father to stay his hand from bringing the judgment that they have worked so hard to deserve. They literally bend over backwards. Our people will bend over backwards to get broken half. They'll do it. Like people, they come on. Like we read the scriptures. How many times Jake do start doing right in the eyes of the Heavenly Father, and then right when everything Jake just started veering off into nothing, and guess what? The Lord had to, hey, get right, and then Lord be like, okay, bumping, and he judge our people, and then they do it again, and they do it again. It's only so many times you could do that to let's say to a parent, for they be like, you know what? Next time you do something, I'm gonna let you get messed up, and then not only I'm gonna let you get messed up, and you're getting messed up, I'm gonna send somebody to tell you to stop doing what you're doing, and when you not listen, I'm gonna increase your punishment. And this is what our people don't understand. We keep telling them, the Negroes, the Latinos, the Native Americans, they are the Israelites. The Most High heavenly, his name is Yahweh, Son's name is Yahweh Shai. Turn away from the traditions of men. Our people just ain't listening. So when it comes down to it, the Lord gonna judge them, because he knows all of those who sin against him, that's of our people.
It's so bad. In Ezekiel chapter 16, it talks about how the Lord beautified us, right? He draped us with gold and diamonds and emeralds and rubies and everything. Basically talking about giving us the law, statutes, and commandments, right? And then we went off a whoring, being harlots. And he said, and the Lord literally said, at least harlots get gifts for their services, right? And the Lord said, y'all be giving gifts to become harlots, teaching the wicked all thy ways, and so we can just spread eagle for the wicked, you know. And that's when the Lord told Hosea to go marry an adulterous woman, a woman of whoredom. He said, that's how I feel about the children of Israel. So imagine that. Imagine you're a man coming home from work, feeling all this, just to see your woman in the bed with other men. Okay.
Giving them the gifts.
Give them the gifts.
The gift for 2 days, and she giving them the gifts.
You mean to tell me you done paid these individuals to? Bruh, that just shows the mindset of our people. Luckily, he preserved his elect, because we would be in that same state of mind. You know.
So with our people sinning, the Lord is going to deliver them unto their destruction, and they're going to have to deal with that. They're going to have to go through it, because they refuse to listen. Like they ain't trying to hear nothing but the tomfoolery. You start talking about what's right, what's structure, order, all of a sudden that water become interesting. As long as you, let's say you start talking about some tomfoolery, something stupid that is of no benefit, oh, they all is. They want to sit there, they want to walk, hey boy, what's happening, bro? But then when you start talking about what's upright and what's true,
all right, I'll holler at you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, man.
But then when us who speak this, when they come back trying to talk, and we just like, hey man, that ain't my conversation. I ain't really interested in that. Who you think you is? First off, I think I'm me. You know what I'm saying? This is like a lot of the time we don't respond to our family, but like sometimes I be wanting to say, look at it, I think I'm me. That's who the F I think I am. I think I'm me. I don't think I'm nobody else but myself. In Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. But if we respond, you know how Jake get, he get all dramatic. You get all like you done said F his mama or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but that's how our people act. But they refuse. Any more precepts?
I got one.
Bring 'em out.
Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse. Like it. Go ahead.
This is Baruch chapter 2 and verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Bashemah aside their power. For I will give them a heart and ears to hear. And that's, hey, in the land of our captivity, all of Israel is not waking up. But the elect that the Lord chose will open their eyes and ears to see this truth. They woke up to this truth, and they understand, and they thinking upon the Lord's name, and they doing what they're supposed to do to get closer to the Lord, to be in the good graces of the Lord, and not be hand in hand with wickedness. But taking off that old body, taking off that old man, getting rid of the old man, and becoming a new creature in Yahweh Shemah.
Well, yeah, but not all Israel is counted as Israel. What did Paul say? They're not all of Israel that are of Israel. Neither are they, because they're the seed of Abraham, right? So now 2/3 of our people are counted as dogs. So it's only of the Israel of Yahweh Shemah that we're only going to be able to hear that calling. You know what I'm saying? So that's all he needs to bring everybody else back. So they counted with the heathen because they're going to get the heathen's reward. You know?
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 16. The man that wanders out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. You know, Yahweh Shai, through the wisdom of his father Yahweh, he got it covered. When you learn the truth, practice the truth, and then you walk away, you don't want the understanding. Look what he says here in verse 18. The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressors for the upright. So he got it all checkmate. It's all good. If you don't want to hold on to the truth and to the understanding, you still come back to the kingdom, but in this side, judgment is going to be upon you.
I got one. This is Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 8. The voice of my beloved, behold, he cometh leaping upon the mountains, skipping upon the hills. My beloved is like a roe or a young hart. Behold, he standeth behind our wall. He looketh forth at the window, showing himself through the lattice. And that him is Yahushua. When Yahushua comes back, he's going to be leaping upon the mountains and skipping upon the hills. All right, and those mountains and hills are these systems and these governments and all these kingdoms that he's just going to utterly do away with. All right, and he's going to set up Israel to be that new hegemony in the earth. And right here where it says showing himself through a window, through the lattice. All right, a lattice is kind of like a it has something that has holes in it, so you can see him, but you can't see him fully. But once he comes out the sky, pretty soon we're gonna see him fully, and all of his glory, the glory of the angels, and the glory of the Lord,
And the glory of the elect.
and the glory of the elect. Hell yeah.
We're going to just
back it up on the wall. Revelation 21 and 12, and it had a wall great and high, and it had 12 gates. That's gonna be a strong wall in the kingdom.
Good.
And at the gates 12 angels, and the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, the 12 tribes of Israel.
Come on, hey. So for that's a future prophecy. So when the kingdom of heaven is established here upon earth, the only individuals who are going to be able to pass through those gates are the children of Israel.
And,
Plain and simple.
Leaping upon the mountain.
And leaping upon it.
Revelation 19 and 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
Hey, and that he himself are the individuals who are in the same who spirit he's given unto them to know that name, and also many crowns upon the heads. That's how he's going to get the many crowns upon his heads, because he's leaping over the mountains and skipping over the hills. All right, doing away with these kingdoms, showing that he is true Lord of Lords, King of Kings.
Isaiah 2 and 2, the mountains, leaping upon the mountains. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountain, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it.
Right. That's gonna be the mountain that's gonna stand forever and ever. That's never gonna be leaped upon nor jumped upon. All right.
Isaiah, that means he's just conquering them.
Right.
You know, with no problem. Isaiah 40:4, every valley shall be exalted, and every mountain and hill shall be made low. So we're gonna be exalted, and everything that's ruling right now is gonna be made low.
Right.
And the crooked shall be made straight, and the rough places plain.
So everything's gonna get back in its proper order, proper estate. All right, the land is gonna be able to rest. The animals are gonna be able to live better because Esau's moved out the way.
Yep.
All right, because they are oppressed too. All right, but ultimately, the children of Israel and the rest of the world is gonna have rest through Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Isaiah 13:2, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
And that's what we're doing right now. We're lifting up a banner of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Every time we hold up these signs, or somebody walks past and sees that, we're holding up that banner of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, sending out prayers to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, showing the so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans that Yahweh, all right, is the true Father. All right, is the true name of the Father.
Yeah, key point, the crooked shall be made straight. Oh,
Right.
you know what I mean?
God. You got any more?
That's it.
All right. That's it.
He did it.
Well, with that being said, we're gonna end it again. Because you know we was live. But anyways, with that being said, hopefully this lesson was edifying. And again, before we end it, we want to give all praise to the Heavenly Father and His Son in their true names, the proper names. Call. Halayim. La. Yahweh. Bahasham. Yahweh Shai. Bahasham. Ha. Rocha. Kodash. Ma'amah. And again, double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders, and also double honors to our elder Harawan Ban Yasharala here in Jacksonville, Florida. And with that, Shalom.
DTA, she's pushing.
We do some hydrations if y'all want to, man. Everybody.